Welcome to HI. I'm Andrew Smith, class of 2023, HI National Qualifier, and I'm going to be teaching you some of the fun concepts of HI. So we're going to jump right into it. First off, how to cut a piece. So, when you're cutting your piece, keep a few things in mind. So, whenever I'm cutting, I like to choose a longer script and cut that down, like a 2.5 hour movie down to 10 minutes. That's a lot of fun. That gives you a lot of creative freedom. But when you're just starting out, 20 minutes is probably like the way to go, like 20 to 30 minutes. Cut that down to 10 minutes. It's going to be a lot easier. Try to follow like a beginning, middle, end structure with a strong, funny climax and some like rising action and a bit of resolution at the end. Just like in English class, it's all coming full circle. Yeah, that's embarrassing. This is going to be on video forever. When you're cutting a longer script, you're going to want to use the first of these two cutting styles called cameo cutting. So cameo cutting is where you have like this big script, right? And you take just one small plot thread and turn that into your whole piece. So if I was doing like the entirety of Lord of the Rings as an HI, which is a bad idea, maybe I would focus just on Frodo and Sam trying to like throw the ring into Mount Doom. Like that's probably enough to sustain a piece. And if I was trying to get that whole book or movie across in such a small time span, it would not go well. And that's what the other type of cutting is called, spark notes cutting. It's where you take the whole piece and you summarize it down in 10 minutes. So this works well for a 20-minute piece, which you should probably do. But once you reach that higher threshold, it really starts to fall apart and not make sense. So beware. When you're starting cutting, go into it with a vision. No, these are the scenes I want to keep in my piece. These are the characters I want to have. And then that should really help you out and make your piece really cohesive. Some things to beware of when cutting. Be careful the words you add to your script. My junior year, I did Mrs. Doubtfire, and I qualified to nationals, but I had to recut my entire piece before I went because I added so many words that went against the author's intent. So feel free to add in words that were not in the script, but beware, because if you go against like what the author had in mind, then you can get disqualified, and that is a big no-no. Next up is blocking. So the main thing with blocking is, yeah, you want your HI to be humorous, so it's like in the name, but blocking needs to be clear and clean and consistent first. Those are the 3 C's of blocking. No, you won't get that. But those are the 3 C's of blocking. Make sure you have those before you make your blocking funny or unique, because if the judge can't understand what you're trying to convey, then the blocking is making the entire piece worse. So please beware of that. And try to keep your blocking condensed, because like if I were to just like walk all the way over here, you kind of lose view, and then it takes the judge a bit to readjust. And so that can be jarring. So just generally try to keep it like in the same spot-ish. Maybe for your climax, you can like wander around or do whatever with intent, of course. So feel free to bend these blocking rules, but don't bend them too much or you will not wind up doing well. Now on to characters, in my opinion, the most fun part of an HI. Your good characters are going to have easily identifiable postures, like maybe this is like the mom and this is Mrs. Doubtfire, dear. And, you know, you kind of make them distinct whenever you pop into them, which we will get to. You want them to have their unique posture, whatever it may be, for each character, because that'll make them very distinguishable. And give them unique faces as well. Like in Mrs. Doubtfire, my judge does this face. And it means whenever you see that face, you know that I'm going to be loud and obnoxious. So it's kind of a warning. No, but you know what I mean. These faces and postures go a long way. And then give them repetitive, humorous blocking to make the character like feel cohesive and to kind of make the character a joke in a sense. People really grow to like remember your characters if they have these consistent patterns. And people will forget your characters because they suck if they have voices that strain your voice. So then once you reach finals round, which you will, the voice is gone and you get 6th because you just couldn't pull off that Elmo voice freshman year finals round because it's so hard and you're just not meant to do it because you're a guy. Anyway, do not make them boring. If they have boring personalities and they aren't likable or funny, then they are dragging your piece down and they need to be rethought. And if they're vastly similar to like each other, like if I had a valley girl and then a mom, or and they talk similarly and they have similar posture, then you're doing a bad job. Lastly, we're going to talk about popping. So, apologies for the feet pics. Popping is a whole body thing, but it really, really starts with your feet. So what you want to do, right, you don't want to step pop. That's cringy and terrible. What you want to do is you want to like lift the balls of your feet kind of, and then rotate at your heel. Like that. That's how you pop with your feet. Of course, there's a lot more to popping. Once you get the feet down, that's the most important part. Always the feet. You want to focus on your knees, your arms, your face. So you get your gestures whenever you pop, like immediately. And you do it with your face as well. And that really creates consistent characters and distinguishable characters. And once you have that, good blocking and a good script, and you understand the event, you're good to go. And then it's all about nailing that funny down and practicing and practicing and practicing. So, best of luck this season. Andrew Smith, signing out.